no more.
I send you home. Hi. Justice serves.
Withstand no more.
I send you home.
The next level.
Ito yun!
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй, что сейчас произошло?
Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds. Dire's turn to ban. Radiant's turn to pick. Ten seconds. Dire must choose.
Puck!
Radiant's turn to pick. Ten seconds. 5 seconds remain. Dire's turn to pick.
Earth Spirit.
Radiant's turn to bat.
Alchemist!
10 seconds remain. 5 seconds remain. It is Dire's ban. It is Radiant's ban. Ten seconds. Dire's turn to ban. It is Radiant's ban. Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds. It is Dire's ban. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Dire's turn to pick. Radiant must choose.
Double common.
Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds remain.
Disruptor.
Ten seconds. Radiant must choose.
Legion Commander.
Ten seconds. Radiant's turn to battle.
Timber Saw!
Dire's turn to ban. Ten seconds. 5 seconds remain. It is Radiant's ban. Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds. Dire's turn to ban. Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds. Radiant's turn to pick. Ten seconds. 5 seconds remain. Dire must choose.
Phantom Assassin.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Select your hero. Make the ultimate choice.
Pick up, go first, go fast.
All right, I gotta go fast. I was in avatar form the other day. I went into the spirit realm. I forget what exactly gave me for that, but spoke to past avatars, and they gave me some advice, and they told me Neon was gonna win this game.
I'll go with Neon. Walk the Avatar, that's the only did, but Dota knowledge, their lanes look good, the mid Alchemist. Fuck,
Prepare yourself.
it's a mid Alchemist, so he
main
comes
event.
faster, Greevel. Solo XP feels unfull once you be Legion press back. Sounds good.
Thank you, Nomad, coming into the last series of the regular season. You know, that doesn't include anything that might come afterwards, but we're here, Neon, T1, two teams towards the top that, I mean, their destiny is in their own hands now, and it is going to be an interesting series. See who can
for
come
sure.
out on top.
This type of series where every move matters, we can expect them making a bit more mistakes because there's a lot at stake there.
You think the nerves? We see a couple of
for sure.
flubs.
For sure, you know, there's gonna be either like we're not gonna see any aggression from the teams because they're afraid to make many mistakes. But this favors Neon a bit more because they have Alchemist, so you want to be able to invade the jungle, pressure him, possibly take some stacks. They have good heroes to do so. You have Earth Spirit, you have a Puck, you also have a Timbersaw. So they're swapping things around. I love that from T1. They're putting a Timbersaw on the mid lane against the Alchemist because T1, they were in a spot where they could potentially lose all the lanes if it was Razor against the Timber. Panel talked about how Alchemist free farms against the Puck because he doesn't have much armor. You use Acid Spray, that's -4, so you're kind of in a bad state. You're damaged pretty much. So now they're changing things around. I want to see if Neon will try to make some adjustments to it because Alchemist will struggle.
Right.
Timbersaw into melee strength hero is too powerful for him.
So we'll see if they do make any changes. Meanwhile, Carly's in the offlane on this Puck and already taking a lot of harassment. One thing I guess I have to note about talking about whether or not pressure is on is Neon technically do have a spot in the major. Regardless of the outcome of this event, it just depends on where they end. Whereas for T1, Manuel going down to Jackie for first blood. XP on that Phantom Assassin. Need those good timings from that Phantom Assassin to give T1 a better chance of taking this game.
Yeah, that's a huge mistake from Play Hard on the offlane. You're playing into Disruptor. You know that he wants to get Thunderstrike. There's no way he skills anything else. So instead of taking the overwhelming odds, he should have started with Press the attack. Oh my god, like this bottom lane just got way worse. They got level 2 from that. White Mon gets a glimpse and sends Phoenix back to the fountain. He needs to walk back.
Yeah, that is always a bad feeling when you try to TP back to lane. You're immediately sent back, and then all of a sudden your off laner's eating a lot of harassment. And that lane looks really good for Jackie so far. That being said, the safe lane for the side of Neon looks not as good. Obviously, there's no first blood in that top lane, but it looks like it's going really well.
And all that happened because you misused one of the skills. Like you should have, it's 100% press to attack in this lane against the Disruptor. You remove the slow. It doesn't matter that much, but it's also like a good trading thing where you get the attack speed, you get some extra HP from it. Huge mistake from Play Hard. Actually going to cost them probably the lane. It could have been an easy lane for them. There's nothing Disruptor and Phantom Assassin can do if they just get to press the attack. It's that simple. But it is what it is, BCOM, so
yeah.
They have to adjust. Probably realize the mistake.
It becomes tough. Is there a way to recover it? If you get one kill here, is that enough to recover the lane, or is it like completely now favoring is up towards top? Ooh, neutral creep gets the kill on WO as both Carl and Zephyr go from a lot of pressure coming in from T1.
So mid lane will be a struggle for Alchemist, especially with the level, so you will need to bail out pretty soon. I guess Neon did not want to put Razor in the mid lane. Razor needs a long lane to work with, because on the mid lane there's just not enough space for him to utilize his static link. Especially against him, you know, if it's a melee hero, sure, that doesn't have any escape. One Timber Chain, he's out, so not too much value that you get.
Sumi, he's sitting towards the top instead. Another Stifling Dagger on the Phoenix. You've got level 4 for Yopaj as well as Cuckoo. Saw that Timbersaw yesterday really destroyed from Saros. Getting that flamethrower. He was outputting so much damage.
That was a good performance by him.
Saw a performance as dominant as that one. Paj popping that salve. Only 12 CS at the moment. Timber up towards the top at 21 and 8 and continuing to just throw out that whirling death. 4-minute runes come out. It's over bottom. It's a haste. He's up picking that one up. Cuckoo. Will be. He'll refill that bottle.
Once Timbersaw hits level 6, I think it's time for Alchemist just to bail. Go into the jungle, make some stacks for himself. The Yopaj trying to manipulate the creep wave possibly, but there is Zephyr already there with the moon, being ready to possibly threaten a kill on the Alchemist.
Stifling death. Well, he's just getting harassed in the lane. He really hasn't been able to accomplish much, and I would say the same it could be said for Play Hard, but at least he's CSing relatively well. 26 and 2, second on the CS. Happy to see that so far. 5-minute bounty runes come out. Shackle, static link, all two on a Zephyr. He'll be kicked away, roll away, so he gets out of the hands of Natsumi. Carl takes a little bit more damage here, but it's not a kill just yet for Neon.
Now we see that more often. Just the two heroes rotate to secure the bounty rune, especially if you mobile heroes. Razor already has boots of speed, something that we don't see quite often in the safe lane, but you know, Razor is a hero that needs that movement speed to get the max of static link. So now the game slows down a bit. Alchemist trying to be in the jungle. Zephyr even sitting at 160 HP. He's still trying to put some pressure. He knows that Alchemist can't just get away with that. Follow him. And Cuckoo is level 6, Orb of Venom ready, so a lot of kill potential there. Doesn't even have level 6 yet on Yopaj. So Alchemist is very vulnerable.
Very vulnerable indeed. He's just getting pressured by Zephyr out of the jungle, going back towards mid. And then, you know, Cuckoo's just able to have presence there because he's level 6. Alchemist isn't. This is a bit of a different performance in terms of aggression from both teams that we've seen throughout the entirety of the DPC. Both these teams were high octane, just go, go, go.
Oh, Zephyr gets all the last hits from Yopaj. This is pretty big. Like, they're putting a lot of pressure on this Alchemist. I think he's been running around for the last minute, even more than a minute, not getting any CS.
Been trying to get that level 6, trying to get some CS, and he's not
Needs to
finding any
walk
of it.
back, but Zephyr is in his face. Even though, as I said, he's sitting at less than half HP, still doing so much work.
Honestly, pretty crazy how well he is just holding this Alchemist out. Yopaj just having no presence right now.
Smart.
You've got a Phantom Assassin who's outfarming an Alchemist by 1,000 gold.
He comes back to the lane. They don't have the best heroes to rotate. None of these heroes threaten any kind of pressure on Timbersaw. Timbersaw is super tanky, and we can see T1 bringing 2 extra heroes, 2 supports, because they feel very safe. Phantom Assassin being alone on the bottom, making a move on Januel.
They want to get the kill here on the Phoenix.
He's ready with that glimpse.
Kinetic field. I think Januel was hoping that it would get used a little bit earlier. There's not really much place for him to run. He's going to try and Icarus dive away.
There is little
Not actually ready for him to Icarus dive over and be able to get the kill. So held that glimpse, just unable to use it. Only level 1, not the longest range on it.
Someone from Neon needs to keep them busy for Alchemist to actually be able to get his items online. There are no stacks for the Alchemist as well, so that's gonna hurt quite a lot. Now he made one for himself, you know, it's something.
It's like stack, but it's just one. They've already lost that mid-tier 1 tower, so T1 already cutting into the map. We're 8 minutes in, and it's just so uncharacteristic of the region that it's only 1-0 at the moment. Yopaj getting pressured, Zephyr trying to TP out. There should be a Hex and then a Shackle here, but this is 4 heroes rotating.
Yeah, that's why I said at the start of the game, they were probably not gonna see many kills. The game will slow down. Both teams, they need to win this series. Playing super cautious about everything. Carl is level 4 on the top. He's been really struggling. 14 CS.
Not much in terms of CS. Being Natsumi, who's done a good job there, but at the same time, like, he's only got 3,200 gold compared to the Phantom Assassin, who feels like, well, Jackie, he's going to the Battle Fury and he's getting there quick.
They sacrificed Carl's farm to be able to give Cuckoo's Timbersaw free lane in the mid, and now he took the tower, is invading the jungle, so you can pretty much say that you know where Alchemist is. If he's not in the jungle there, that means he's in the triangle, so very easy to invade. Working towards that Battle Fury, it's not gonna be the greatest timing. 9 minutes in, has Claymore. He needs like 2-3 minutes of being left alone.
Try and find some safe. It's gonna be tough. 9 TP in, as they might be able to play hard. They brought Cuckoo over. They've got the kinetic field. Jackie jumps, play hard, getting really low, hit by that whirling death. Run from this Timber. Now Devil's being caught, stifling dagger. There's the shackles, but Devil's just standing in the chakram, getting hit by Jackie, and he's got another kill. Dagger again on the play hard. They want to continue to chase. They've got Carl over here who does have Dream Coil. He'll drop it and they'll get a second. So T1 just invading, putting the pressure on Neon, who have no response right now.
They have no response, as you said, to Cuckoo's Timbersaw. He's playing well. He's, you know, giving back to his team all the free lane that he got, invading the enemy jungle, playing with the team, outnumbering the opponent's Alchemist. He's getting some free time. He's getting a couple of CS. Still should be like 13 to 15 minute Battle Fury if he doesn't die.
There is
Very quickly try
Dire's middle
gain top spot in the net worth. He's still sitting 1,000 gold behind this Phantom Assassin. Just one component away from getting that Battle Fury, but bottom, Jackie's caught, Fool's there. Natsumi has the kill on the Jackie. They've got dual damage into the hands of Playhard. They might be able to get the tier 1 tower too, because they've got the circle wards right there.
Got level 6, gets the Hex off, nice smoke. Natsumi decided to go for good this game. A lot of magical damage on the T1. So, yeah, he needs to be more active. Like, he needs to play with the team. He's on the top of the network for his team. He excludes Alchemist, who does not want to take any fights until he gets Battle Fury +1 item. Just want to see if that's going to be like SNY into BKB or BKB possibly into SNY. A lot of sustain.
Yeah.
Like once they get the ball rolling, once they get the levels, press the attack, one extra item on Alchemist, the Sunray. This Alchemist is gonna be problematic. Now they're to make some pressure on the map, put Alchemist in a spot where he can free farm, and that's exactly what's happening.
White Mon caught, but they've got Koro in, Static Storm, and the Dream Coil on to 2. Nice little combo there that should net them at least 1. We'll get the second Enjanuel.
The White Mon's Disruptor throughout this league has on point, like his spell usage, his rotation. Definitely one of the best position 5 players that Southeast Asia can offer. A really extraordinary player. And just, you know, overall a cheerful guy. Always smiles, always eats something on the camera. Becoming a fan of him.
He inspired us to buy our own little light.
He really did.
Went into the store, we were like, apparently these are really good. I guess I'll buy these.
I'll have a box.
Subliminal advertising. Still a 2K lead here for T1. Kill is there for Jackie. Just a 400 gold away. Grabbing this. Yopaj is starting to recover though. Only 400 gold behind. You've got Playhard who's still having a decent game. And you can see that he's way in front of where Carl was. Man, and that duel. Oh boy! At least you're not giving away dual damage. What the hell are they doing? I'm gonna go after this Razor, and they've got the Circle Wards as well as the Supernova down. Jackie's gonna fight into this, but they get the kill on Natsumi. Static Storm is in, roll forward over for Deville. The Magnetized out into both these supports. They'll try and run the Shadow Shaman away, but 3 heroes down on the side of Nia.
They just went on an Alchemist on Timbersaw, who's pretty much the tankiest hero in the team. Actually back him up there. Very weird decision making from me.
Blade Mail is gonna be the difference maker. Because I didn't. Granted, it's not my decision. You saw how much damage he was able to pump out. It wasn't much.
Maybe if like Chakram was out, maybe they would have enough damage. So look at the time. This is actually perfect. Both carries and time picking battle.
Another duel out of the Timbersaw. Sunray. Kuku does get low this time, but they don't get the kill.
This will do nicely.
I don't know if the mindset is not dueling for damage and just dueling for lockdown. Get the follow-up, which, I mean, if they get the kill there, obviously
if Razor
okay
was a bit closer, use the static link, that's a kill. Yeah. Timbersaw's still pretty hard to take down. Getting closer to the Blink Dagger. A 4K gold lead for T1 against the Alchemist lineup. This feels really good for them.
Big split between the Razor.
Caught up nice. They're the same amount of farm at the moment. Boots of Travel, Veil, going into Blink Dagger. I like it. They have a ton of magical damage. Disruptor, Heart Spirit with Veil. Also, I believe that's a full Spirit Vessel.
Coming over, Icarus diving away, spawning them. They've got the glimpse on a Playhard. The Static Storm pops the Blade Mail, but that's not going to do enough. And now Natsumi as well as Januel were trying to help. Januel, they look over at Natsumi, who's got the Static Link. They have the Shackle with the stun follow-up from Yopaj. Gets Cuckoo. Roll forward, looks for Jabil, and now they've got the silence out of 2. The glimpse back. May have actually saved Natsumi's life for a second, but Jackie's there with a crate and a kill. They'll look over and throw a dagger at Jabil and get himself a second.
This is one-man army. Yopai. See if they're gonna chase. Nope. Deeping out, trying to get some more farm. Yasha online. These are not good trades for Neon. Like they want to do too much. I think they're misreading their timings in this game. Legion Commander going in. You need to play with the Alchemist. Like Alchemist needs one more item, and then you can go. You can feel that they just don't have enough damage. Very scary to fight into Fuck Disruptor. Earth Spirit, I already said, he has a full Spirit Vessel, so that's a ton of overtime damage in the team fights. They don't have any spells besides that press the attack.
The team fight from T1 is just that. They really maybe one.
For sure. But T1, the way they're playing right now, they're not playing for pickoffs.
Radiant forces.
Get Phantom Assassin some farm, working towards that BKB, has a couple of stacks to work with, then go together. It's just all about, you know, going together. They can split push, Puck with the BOTs, 1,000 gold away from a Blink Dagger, so that's gonna help quite a lot. Puck needs to be a bit more careful, you know, playing into that tag. See, that should be a dual damage.
It's gonna be close, just not in time. They do get the kill.
Very close. 2 times very close, you get +10.
It's one of those cards that you stamp it when you come back with this.
Yeah.
Look to their top tower.
That's right there with earlier in the season we talked about if you have 4/4 staff, automatic.
Dire should look to their top
What else did we say?
tower.
I think there was some
We said a
weird
lot of
rules.
dumb stuff, so not to track on it of it. So
I try to
Dire's
remember.
top tower is under attack.
I'll think of it later. No part finally surpassing this. It's going into the BKB and is only the recipe away. So close to a BKB, which could be devastating. Self-knowledge. Play hard. Sure, BKB, Yules on Whitemon. Dub for Carl.
So Neon could smoke up right now, push the mid lane. Let's see if they have any smokes. There is one on Phoenix, probably gonna be a smoke, and try to make stuff happen. You have 2 big items, SNY on Alchemist, Blink Dagger that you talked about. Sunray's maxed out. I really like that from Januel in this game because he was kind of struggling, and he understands like that's much better than Sunray. They caught him.
Yule, is he gonna come in after the silence? No, not yet.
Is under attack.
Is that Yule's used by Cuckoo, so now you don't have a blade now when you're fighting into this duel. May not feel confident in taking the fight. But Supernova, Whitemon close. Close enough. They've got the roll in. And damage from Yura Natsumi with BKB being popped here by Jackie. They've got the Dream Core on the other side of the fight, drop down on both supports on the side of Neon, and they're gonna take them both out with play hard.
Oh man, they're getting outplayed so hard right now. Climbing uphill with no vision, not being able to use any duel. He was kind of waiting though. I want to get that dual damage. It didn't happen because he's getting at 10, using prematurely a couple of times, and now this opens up the Roche for T1. So they are missing their momentum here, side of Neon.
Alchemist is getting farmed, but the rest of the team not.
A prize.
Going very, very far behind. They were at one point equal,
Is under attack.
not anymore. Timber surpassing this Razor by about 3K. Puck, who is behind this Legion by 1,000.
You also have a Razor lineup, but Razor doesn't really scale that. He hits the peak timing with 2-3 items, wants to put some pressure on the enemy team. He's not the hero that loves to play from behind. And they already have, pretty much everyone has a way of getting away from the static. It's either Timber Chain, Kick, Roll, Glimpse, Block with the Orb. So Blink Strike, This Razor's gonna struggle getting the static link off.
Done, Jack. Blue spotting Yopaj, charging up the stun, and goes out too far, doesn't throw it. Maybe T1 thought about jumping in on him. Very dangerous though under the tier.
Drawings on the minimap says we should probably push out mid, push out bottom instead.
Circling the triangle from the side of Neon. Maybe they're all going to move there in bunches. Get a cutoff on some of these players on T1.
A lot of drawings on the minimap. What needs to be done? Push out top. They're probably making a move, trying to get behind the Alchemist. Who was that? That was White One drawing on the minimap. So he has a really nice read on what's happening in the game. Because as soon as Alchemist showed on the bottom, he just drew a line how the rest of the team is going to come. This is actually what happened.
Is under attack.
No jump on the side of T1 on anything though. Farm is the Alchemist trying to get dagger. Go away from that. Smoke up once again.
Dire structures.
Cross through mid. They only meet, but Carl's on the high ground, so breaks the smoke. Yopaj again doesn't have a gap closer. Throw out a stun, but Play Hard does. How far are you willing to go though? Waiting real good from Carl, avoids the duel with the blade mail once again. So it's not the first time that Play Hard's missed that. Coil, shotgun right on top. Play Hard gets clipped back. But here's the Alchemist trying to right. Even though you have like damage, moves over definitely struck down Agatha. Supernova's in an okay spot. Maybe not the best with beat Jimmy being popped here by Jackie. They start to chase this venomous assassin, but the Supernova goes off, and now it's time for T1 to move in. So go after Natsumi as well as Januel. Super chain all the way across. Have the blitz with the stifling dagger. Double clip for Jackie. Alchemist is caught. Triple for Jackie.
Now T1 playing the fight so well, going in and out multiple times, and they have a mobile lineup. I talked about how they can just get away from the static link. Same thing about the Phoenix Egg. Like, they don't get value. I don't think Phoenix Egg in this game actually hit anything, and I don't think it stunned anything. Every single time they see it, they just go back, reset, and go back in. Cuckoo is in their face, creating a lot of chaos in the back lines. Very hard for Neon right now to fight into.
You look at just how the fight gets broken up in a way that T1 are certainly happy about. You know, there's not really much of an answer from Neon, especially once they use everything and they're on the run. Fight morning once again, Cuckoo getting hit with the sun ray, static link, damage coming out, starting to build up, but behind them, Field finally finishes off. Cuckoo charged up, but the stun does not get off from the hands of the Alchemist. They get the kill to Januel as well as Javiel.
Bot is still alive.
Yopaj is trying to go
they
through.
will bring him down. At least it's something. 400 gold for Natsumi's Razor. Its problem is like this lineup falling off so quickly. We're relying on momentum. Legion Commander has only 10 dual damage at this point.
After
Alchemist,
about 5 duels too.
he does not want to play from behind. Same goes for Razor. So it's kind of tough. It says 8,000 gold lead for T1. But since you're playing against the Alchemist, it feels like it's much more.
Yeah, you see the cores on the side of T1 that have certainly pulled away from the opponents, but you're comparing the Alch to the Venomous. It's an 8K split basically between 4 other here. Wait a minute. Now they'll get the duel, but there's the Glaze. Can they get the kill here? And they will. Zephyr finally falling and giving dual damage to Play Hard again. Now has 30. Triples up on his damage. That also, all of a sudden, it's a 6.
A Phantom Assassin is getting... Jackie's can get so much farm. Yeah. They're so done. He's also full basher. Like, these items are just multiplying so quickly. Battle Fury kicking in. Next Roche may respawn in 2 minutes. So I don't think T1 wants to make too many aggressive moves. They could potentially make one, you know, because it's a... Even if they lose a fight, they can still take another bit. There is one smoke on Disruptor, rest of the team there. So Carl just continues to split this. Once he gets that Lincoln Sphere, it's gonna become even easier for him against Duel, against Static Link, and most importantly, instant initiation coming out from Hex. So I like the Lincoln Sphere. He's not playing that mid-puck that goes in, does stuff, scales, you know, Dagon 5 type, or getting at the death. So he understands we have enough damage from the Phantom Assassin, and I needed to recover. I just love the itemization. Him gets a Veil, which is a cheap damage amplification for himself and for the rest of the team. And then, you know, he will be able to... After the laning stage, he recovered real nicely. 1 and 8. Pretty impressive.
Really had quite the comeback in this team. Definitely helped stay alive. You go in Sanjin-Yashi, so up that piece. That we saw earlier. The Legion and Basher.
Tower is under attack.
Paj. With that Basher, Battle Fury picks up Cloak of Flame. Gets that off. Smoke coming out in T1. He talked about how White Mine was holding it. Now he finally uses it. We'll see if they could come over and maybe catch it out. Everybody just yet, as Neon have wisely stayed towards the towers on the right side of the map. And they're not really looking to engage on. They just want to farm.
Both teams very careful, holding the high ground in case enemy team makes a move. Let's see the Roche respawn in a couple of seconds when it's gonna be. Phantom Assassin was trying to get like S and Y. Status resistance is good against Shaman, against Duel, but it's a bit too late to get that item, so Satanic I think is the correct choice. Satanic with the Abyssal Blade to be able to blow up the support. Man, Satanic was such an OP for. Just stacking stat. Gets possibly a neutral item on top of that.
Stopped it all. Have status 70.
And she finds Orb of Destruction, -4 armor, -3 armor from Orb of Corruption, -6 from Deso, so that's -13. Let's check the armor. So Shaman, he goes negative armor. So the Phoenix is like, he's -10. He can get one shot at.
Might just blow up, and now they're going to try and fight this. They've got the smoke to blink forward. Oh, the dream goes down into the the winning rift with BKB Popeye not soon. They'll get the supernova down. It's actually in a decent spot. Might blow up and hit Jackie, and they've got it with the supernova comes in with the sun ray. They get the kill on Jackie. They'll look over for the rest of the roll. Comes out on the Tabeel. Static Storm, nicely placed on the 2. With the Abyssal Blade to bite. Yo, Paj. Paj gets in onto the Earth Spirit of Zephyr. Whitemon gone. Tabeel dead. He'll buy back. Now Zephyr. He'll fall. 3 heroes dead. Stun comes in on the Cuckoo, though. Chase
Oh my god, that attack speed and Basher. Jackie overextended that. He did not have Blank Strike ready to disengage from the Supernova. Good Supernova in the back, and this time around they had the tools to actually lock him down, and now they get the Roche. So that's Cheese and Aegis T1 in a difficult position. Like they were the ones dictating the tempo of the game, using the smokes, putting the pressure on the map. You know, now the tables have turned.
That was initiated by T1. Neon responded accordingly. Well, did a very good job doing so. Get 4 kills. The field did buy back.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Cuckoo's courier picked up the cheese and was killed. Swiping the cheese.
Still worth it. You know, cheese could make a hell of a lot of a difference. Let's say on a Phantom Assassin. But yeah, you mentioned that buyback. Shadow Shaman not hesitating at all to use it straight away. He's a bit... He's actually the least farm hero in this game, which is kind of surprising. But if you look at his skill build, didn't put more than 2 points into your shot. Instead, going full control, needs to be very careful about his positioning. It's a rough one. You're playing against all these mobile your face heroes, Phantom Assassin, Puck causing a lot of issues, Earth Spirit rolling in, just it's a rough one for Jeff.
That buyback gonna hurt his net worth, but not really what he's here for, just looking for the control. He's already got the Aether Lens. He's hoping to get into that level 50 as possible, get that extra cast range.
If he's able to use 2 set of spells in a team fight and then dies, he's more than happy.
He's going Glimmer. We see that shard, get that extra cast range on that.
I don't think he can afford to get a shard here. Needs to start thinking about defensive tools. Glimmer Cape is nice. The only way they can save him, press the attack, but you want to kind of save that for someone else, possibly Razor or Alchemist, even Phoenix. And there's Phoenix Sunray, but you don't also want to use maybe like Eon Disc wouldn't be too bad either. Farm that.
We've got the Swift Blink on the Alchemist. We saw how he was able to lock down pretty much everybody who stood in his way. Now with this Swift Blink, it just gets that much easier. In Aegis, I wouldn't be surprised to see Neon maybe start to push the issue, at least get a tier 1 in the mid lane, and maybe work their way towards the rest.
So yeah, that Swift Blink that you talked about, plus press the attack, and the Alchemist ultimate, it's gotta be some insane attack speed, a lot of bashes.
T1, they need to find a way to potentially fight here. Not sure they exactly want to fight into the Aegis. They felt a lot of power with what Phantom Assassin was bringing them. Now maybe waiting on Jackie to have that Satanic ready to...
T1 is so afraid right now. Neon not showing any heroes except Alchemist on the map, and he can easily just connect with the rest of the team. Viv Blink plus Chemical Rage, that a lot of movements.
Smoke again. Scan comes out from the Dire, not going to spot anybody. We'll see how T1 move, though. If they come out of this high ground, they might lose some of these heroes.
This is dangerous.
To the duel, play hard, insane playmail pop. Duels up in the air, though, from Whitemon. Duels himself. Static Storm in an interesting spot as the Supernova's on the backline. 2 heroes to try and take this out. They got a duel, but they just don't have a way to stop them from blowing up this egg. They still got the kill on Whitemon as well. Zephyr, they also get this puck and kill off Carl. Here comes Kuku, here comes Jackie. Down goes Play Hard, down goes Deville. And Natsumi, BKB is over. However, Yopaj, his isn't, and he still wants to go for Kuku for a second until he realizes that he should probably get back.
Disruptor getting caught, but you can still see reactions from him using the Yule Scepter, forcing a BKB out of the Legion Commander. Running around, trying to get some dual damage. I think they need to use Egg where Legion Commander is to be able to protect him with the possible duel. It was a bit far away. Yeah, you can see Whitemon just trying to make stuff happen, even though he's caught out of the bad position. Hits the egg a couple of times, and yeah, they get to the egg. If that egg goes off, the fight's just immediately over.
Phoenix goes down, buys back. They take out Playhard. He already got some dual damage. He with a double kill. These 3 heroes on T1 didn't have buyback, but now only 20 seconds remain until everybody's back up for T1. Alchemist now 10K ahead of the Phantom set. Has really recovered.
Yeah, so this lineup, you know, Alchemist lineup, you can get all stuff. You can get Eggs for people, you can get Shard for yourself. Berserker Potion is actually a really nice upgrade. The basic spell, 50 attack speed and regen works really well. Let's say with Legion Commander, who's getting some damage, sitting at almost 300 right now. Even on Razor, he steals the damage, but that's going to be quite a lot. Jumi finished off that assault period a couple of minutes ago, now has SNY. I love the AC pickup. He understands I need to make my team a bit more tanky against the Phantom.
Going after Kuku, Static Storm already used The BKB comes out from the Opaz. They've got the duel. Timber chained away, but it's not going to keep him from going down and losing this duel. Roll onto the backline. Zephyr comes in with the Geomagnetic Grip as well as the Boulder Smash onto the Phoenix. As now, oh, Dash was thinking that Zephyr was going to roll, so he blinked away, but they'll still get the kill on a Zephyr. Not soon gets credit for that one. They'll use the Supernova. 2 heroes down on the side of T1. No buybacks for either of them as they push into the tier 2, potentially looking into the high ground. No static storm to stop them, but no BKBs available for Europa.
Bot is in. There's the bash. Oh my god, they blew him up.
Oral, he'll get credit for that one, but Jackie did the heavy lifting and they get the kill onto the Alchemist. They might even look to chase. Second, they thought about it, but still risky.
Yeah, this move just shows, you know, it's everyone's games today. It doesn't matter. Alchemist, one step too far away, gets blown up. He's sitting at the 3,000 HP. He has 15 armor, extra 5 when he is close to Razor, but still manages to die in 2 seconds.
Crits were enormous. Still looking. Roll in, that misses. Waiting Rift comes through BKB TP.
I see Puck going for Aegon 5 into Aghanim Scepter. I'd still prefer if he gets Ag. You're playing into a lot of BKBs and want to keep them in place, reset possibly, and then go in. So Aghanim is a cap. Yeah.
Shadow Amulet. Interesting spot for him. He's given a lot of information.
Oh, this is such a game-winning move. Pulling off Chappie, but a good Chappie.
Middle tower has fallen.
I can't believe the guy did it. Like, I saw a tweet the other day where Chappie actually, even in 20.
High hopes, you know? Had such high hopes.
At least he's being consistent
Yeah,
with what he's doing.
this is a good movie though.
I'm not talking about the movie, man.
I know.
And yeah, it was a decent movie. I'd rate it like 6.5 out of 10. Nothing spectacular, but okay-ish.
Fun
Watchable.
Building that KB. 3,000 surplus on the buyback. Is he trying to buy it all surplus? I would assume so, right? Doesn't want to call without buyback, especially after that last death. That was... I don't know if he was expecting that kind of damage to come out. I don't think anybody would. Maybe not even Jack.
He definitely didn't. You know, you land a crit or 2 in a row, you're like, wow, we can actually kill him. That's why a lot of the times in Dota, you poke, you see what happens, maybe something good comes out of it. A lot of couriers inside a pit, just kind of things around.
Approaching a minute 15. This is going to be the third Roche, so looking like that's where the next fight's going to be. Roche, Aegis Cheese, potentially an Ag's Blessing.
Bottom tower is under attack.
He ends up picking that up. Maybe a refresher.
Why is no one killing the other courier? Like, they can see each other.
They're hanging out. It's a treaty, dude. No killing of the couriers while Roche is not up.
Well, the bill is like, yeah, you know, maybe we don't have to respect that treaty.
Sacrifice! Behold! A prize!
Lose Roche to that, Karma. See, Debil walking over. Courier, respecting the treaty.
Silence!
But they sent the other courier back, so they don't have vision inside the pit just yet. And PA pulls her courier from pit as well, as they'll just leave the Chakram in there. Pull it out right before Roche respawns. Smoke used here by Neon. This is the fight that we were waiting for and wearing pretty much.
Yeah, this is a game-deciding fight. Whoever wins this one, I'm gonna say probably taking the game, but there it is, first jump.
Yeah, jump through. They've got the duel. They'll get the Jonas. Zephyr does have buyback. I expect that he'd want to use it if they're going to fight, but the kinetic field actually kept them from going any further. They'll have to buy back if they want to defend after this Roche. Serpent Ward's out. Roche gets
This Roche goes down so quickly. Minus armor from Acid Spray, AC.
They're going to fight two coils. Both BKB gets popped with the Blue Mail, and the Static Storm is down, but the damage coming out of Debil from Jackie. They'll get the kill onto the Shadow Temple. Looking over now as Phantom Assassin. He's getting backed up by Yopaj, who goes in with BKB. He does not have his ulti at the moment. The BKB is about to run out in a second. Carl with Minotaur. He's staying in protocol for a sec, but they get the kill on a play hard. They look over at Yopaj. They lock down the ultimate. They got a magnetize, and the Spirit Vessel. Enough damage to kill off the out. The question is, do you want to give up this Roche? Are you going to hold buyback? I mean, Januel, he's dead, and Debil, there's the dog. He's gone too.
So that's a dieback from Debil. Kind of surprised that Neon decided to go inside a bit. They used Alchemist ulti, so he did not have it in the fight. And he also doesn't have boots. Like at this point, I think Battle Fury, you swap Battle Fury out, you keep the power thread, because you could see that he struggles. You know, Swift Link gives you that opportunity to exceed the max movement speed, but if you don't like have it, if you don't have your ulti, he was moving with the 335 movement. Not really, especially with all the slow space.
So they get the tier 3, they go for this set of racks at least. Move up towards top. Not taking Roche yet. A lot of time to work with.
They're poking. They want to see if Alchemist decides to buy back. If not, they're going to take 2 set of barracks. Bottom lane also pushing in. Tower very low, so they could potentially... I mean, they still have time to go inside a bit right now. There's still 30 seconds, and Alchemist does not want to buy back right now. Decision making from TP1, taking 2 set of barracks, taking the outpost, so they can't TP to there. Phantom Assassin should be in the pit right now.
We're 10 seconds till Debil's up, but look at how 2 couriers this goes in.
The boats are gonna drop. Tuku knows what's up. He scouted him out with his own courier, so last time he stole the cheese, this time around this man is already prepared.
For Phantom Assassin. Okay. Still would like it on White Mon. I'm a big fan of giving Disruptor that Ags.
Oh yeah,
he's already working.
He was thinking. They were thinking about it because he made
If I Natsumi,
he made a slot available to pick it up.
this is a tough fight to go into. 20,000. I mean, game just kind of
Big swings.
yeah. That graph. Look at that graph. If you're a Nickelback fan, they're not.
Oh. Also, I don't know why people like hate on Nickelback, because they're like a decent band. You don't agree? Like they have some good songs.
We got some good ones.
Maybe I'm a boomer. I don't know. Production also agrees. You know, they're a good band. Okay, so 2 for 1. Peek up, you're out.
Well, I didn't say I didn't like it. I just kind of, I was like, it's all right.
I mean, it's not the best, but it's far from the worst.
That's very true.
So 2 set of barracks gone. Phantom Assassin with the Aghanim Scepter has ninja gear. This is like pure assassin type, where you can just jump anyone. Like you want to kill Shadow Shaman. Like this is your target to kill. If it's possible, if he shows, just go for it straight away. He already used a buyback, so doesn't have one for this fight.
You're saying if it's possible, just throw 1 dagger, you can kill him.
Yeah, his armor's not good. 11.
Just blow him up.
11 armor at the moment, but you know he gets extra 5, and here's near Razor. If Razor is alive, that's also a problem.
True. Good pressure on bottom. 7,000 gold for this man. For Jackie.
I like what Neon did. They lost 2 sets of barracks, and now they know how T1's gonna approach. There's only one way to approach, one way to come into the building, come and try to close out the game. You know, there's a possibility they come from the mid lane, but there is a sentry ward there, so they could potentially see them. I'm just trolling, you know. You do not want to lose a set of barracks. To know where they're coming from.
It's the 300 IQ play. Losing 2 racks on purpose to force them to come for the last one.
Oh yeah.
Till they smoke in through top and don't come in that way.
2 minutes left on Aegis. They go through mid.
Different way, first in match. Trouble here for this Razor. Already dead. 100 seconds gone. Jewel is used. And look at the crates come out. Play hard gone. He's got buyback. Supernova goes off. Serpent Ward's down. Yopod's trying to do as much damage as he can. He gets a lock on Cuckoo. They do kill off the Timber. He's got buyback. A lot expended there, though, for Neon.
Buyback from Legion Commanders right away.
Give up 30 dual damage to the Phantom. I don't want to be making PA in this. Whitemon 400 gold away from picking up that Ags. He's almost, well, he's over 22. But he's closing in on 20.
They pulled a little sneaky on that. They're once again trying to go through the mid lane. I'm getting the Lord of the Rings 2 towers flashbacks. They were sieging the Helm's Deep. Yeah, there's one way in, but we're gonna make a new entrance.
You're leading the charge at the moment. Aegis, 36 seconds remaining. Maybe we see a repeat of yesterday and they catch the timings on this. Again, you'd have to give them the opportunity to do
You have to do math, which is complicated. So someone in your team's like, guys, pause the game. I need to do the maths.
They took Roche here. Minus that by the amount of time that the Aegis is up. Carry the 1.
Sounds simple, but you also need to click the buttons on your hero. You bring Phantom Assassin low. Don't kill her. She pops up the Satanic. Suddenly full HP. You're like, wow, we really messed up.
Scotty instead of now that slot where the Aegis was expiring. Still holding on to cheese though. Just fermenting in the backpack. And there's that Ags for the Disruptor. Everything always has these long descriptions on what their Ags does, except Disruptor.
Yeah, it's just mute items.
They're gonna jump in and just blow up Yopod immediately. He was there, and then if you blinked, he wasn't.
So yeah, he needs to use a buyback. They will go and force a buyback. There's no Aegis anymore. But he needs to pop that buyback. It's much better if he maybe uses it straight away. But there's no way that he wants something to that.
I don't know if you caught that dagger taking an entire creep wave out. Thinking about it. About throwing down that green foil on a Natsumi. Still not buying back. Are they going to give up negative? They're not. They're going to go in and they're going to try and get this fight. They fall back on the Alchemist. Natsumi trying to run TKD, but the damage is in. Is it enough? Supernova goes off. They'll get the stun here onto Zephyr. Zephyr caught with the shackles, and they'll get the kill here onto Zephyr. He doesn't have buyback. The Zephyr Jackie is forced to go and knock away. The Blink Strike trying to get the cheese in. Doesn't get it. 6 times free is gone, and he's got buyback, but the question is it even worth buying back? Cuckoo, he's dead too, gone for 97 seconds. 3 heroes end of the side of T1, and Neon have defended.
Still very respectable high ground defense coming out from Neon. He was waiting with the buyback until they make a move, possibly, you know, make an initiation. There it is. Legion Commander gets a good jump, so that's control. Gives him enough time to actually go. Oh, he's going all in. Rapier on Alchemist. He sold the Battle Fury, bought a Heart of Thrask on top of that, has a lot of gold, and now all the gold is gone. It's time to go mid lane and try to end this game. Possibly. They lose a fight, they lose the game. Alchemist with no buyback, you give a Divine Rapier to Phantom Assassin, but 50 seconds, you know, it's a lot of time.
If they can force the buybacks, it certainly gives them a win condition. 30k down, you just kill the Phantom Assassin twice. Sounds simple. Now taking some annoying damage from the Puck there with the E-Blade Daggett.
At third left,
God, Swift
20
might be able
seconds,
to
man.
rip through
You know, if you're Phantom Assassin here, you can feel like the time is slowing down. Of course he is, and they need to buy back. 3 buybacks straight away.
Static Storm that's going to be down. It lose your items. You're in trouble out. Uh-oh. There you go. Popping like a pinata. Dropping the Divine Rapier. Going after Natsumi. Get the kill on the Razor. Both gone without buyback. Playing way too far forward. And all 4 will die and should make it a 50. Is it a rampage? No, it's not. But it's GG called, and T1 will take game 1.
This is the type of play that Neon had to go for. You get that Divine Fear, maybe he could have tried to jump back, reset, but Aghanim Scepter is on Disruptor. It says mutes items, period. No further explanation needed for a reason, because once you get that, it's one of the best Aghanim's upgrades in the game.
The enemy's middle tower can withstand no more.
I send you home. rewarding. Justice served.
The enemy's middle tower can withstand no more. I send you home.
Face is rewarded.
Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds remain. Radiant's turn to ban. Dire's turn to ban. Radiant's turn to pick. Dire's turn to pick.
Puck.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Bad Rider!
Dire's turn to pick.
Dusk.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. It is Radiant's ban.
Monkey King.
It is Dire's ban. Radiant's turn to ban. Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds remain. 10 seconds remain. 5 seconds remain. It is Radiant's ban. Dire's turn to ban. Ten seconds. 5 seconds.
I should have seen that one coming.
Radiant's turn to bat.
Lion.
Ten seconds. Dire must choose. 10 seconds remain. 5 seconds. A player has disconnected from the fight. Radiant must choose.
Crystal Maiden.
None on this stage shrink from a fight. It is Radiant's ban. It is Dire's ban. Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds remain. Radiant's turn to ban. Ten seconds. Dire's turn to ban. Radiant's turn to pick. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Dire's turn to pick. 10 seconds remain. 5 seconds remain.
Dragon Knight.
Choose your hero.
You know, in between games, I got Astro imprisoned. I had a lot of time to think to myself and spend time in a odd realm. And, well, I think I'm going to go... Would you go, Nomad? Yeah, I'm going T1.
Yeah, I'll go with the IO draft. IO Abaddon, Dead Prophet, a lot of sustain. It's Core Tusk. If my man builds Aghanim's Scepter on the hero, it's a free win. Monkey kicks out Wukong. Kick him out. That's why he goes in. Kick him out. So yeah, big fan of that. I think Tusk as an offlane has...
Use it wisely.
Like, you know, man, game number 2 here. Of course, this series very important. Each game bigger than the last. T1 take game 1. It was a very close one. But now can Neon even the series, or T1 going to take the series 2-0? Could get interesting. So you're a big fan of the Walrus kick.
That's the best ability. That's the most fun and the best ability in Dota. Like, you pop a BKB, you just get kicked out. It works well against so many heroes, like a Life Stealer. Imagine just nullifying Wukongs completely. You don't necessarily need to rush it, but potentially you could. Like, having a Blink Dagger to be able to save people is nice, but I remember a game when Seb played it one game. They were playing against Ursa, and he rushed the item. They lost the game, but you could still see the potential from it.
So it succeeded in failure.
Exactly, and it's the most fun ability to use. Imagine someone just walking to you, you kick him, he goes away.
Who do you punch him first or kick him after?
You kick him out.
Okay. You don't want to chance it.
They've trained hard.
Doing a little
it's time
martial arts. A little kick,
You fought
punch.
and died with honor.
Yeah, MMA Tusk.
Yeah, you need to get him you know, gloves. Those MMA gloves on him.
Look at him. He has a glove. It's a big glove.
I guess that counts. Well, that's not really a glove. That's more of a cannon on his left arm. Because that's what shoots out the shards, right? Or it shoots out
the punch. Yeah, you punch with that one. It says fish punch. I think shard goes from the right hand. Could be wrong.
I'll have to see. Mid, Yopaj, 5 stacks of sticky napalm on him. Getting backed up towards the tier 1 tower, but immediately a Crypt Swarm on to Carl for his troubles. Does on this Bat Rider. We have seen plenty of Bat Riders since the nerf not feel nearly as effective.
Yeah, just feels much weaker. He lost 50% damage on all units pretty much, so that's kind of a rough one. Strength of the Bat Rider was his laning stage was good, so now he's struggled hitting the creeps. You can see even under the tower struggling a bit. Yeah, he just 2 CS under the tower with 6 picking up palm charges, which is pretty insane to think about.
How nerfed he's gotten. I think we've seen a couple of Bat Riders still work out though.
You can make it work, you know. It's a BKB piercing ability, good initiation, can snowball, clears the stack nicely, doesn't clear Ancients as fast as it did in the previous patch, but you can still make it work. Top lane, a lot of pressure from this Tusk and Punk coming out.
Gingu does end up popping and a couple of shots onto Debio. Play hard. We'll see how he builds in onto this Tusk. Be interesting. I know I'm now immediately thinking that every item next.
You just want to tank up a bit, like a casual bracer, wand, phase boost to have some more kill potential. Monkey King can't actually trade with Tusk once you get like 1 point in tag team, even though you're like a melee hero. Jingu is not that great. 2 heroes hitting him during the tag team is just too much damage. Even on level 3, like tag team is just so good.
How that lane progresses right now. Death Prophet leading the CS chart, 11 and 3, followed by 3 zeros on the side of T1. Again, I'm wondering about the aggression. I'm wondering if either side's going to be more aggressive or more willing to play
bottom lane,
forward.
forcing him to TP out, actually. At this position 5 Abba, when he's tethered, a lot of it move speed, Orb of Venom slow, Curse of Avernus when it procs. Keep it back to the tower, but they need to be very careful. Like, this lane is all about sustain from Neon, but potentially they can make a turnaround. Dragonite, not a single point in stun yet. Pretty standard build, you know, but once you get below 4, should have 1.
I assume that we're going to just see more points into Curse of Avernus if he's able to swing that hard.
You don't need it. It's a debate. You're playing position 5, you still need to miss spoil.
Okay. Juicy for level 4, 60% slow. Doable. And he did go to level 2 on the Aphotic Shield.
Dire structures are fortified.
If he wanted to get that, he could have put another point in Curse on level 3 since he's running low on mana, so you could get something out of it. Again, start slow of the game. No first blood yet, 4 minutes in.
Top and bottled by Carl. Arcane Rune for his troubles. Bottle, so testing aggressively as we've seen in the past when both mids do in fact have that bottle. But Death Prophet sitting here with 20 charges on the wand, ready with a salve, ready with a shared tango, going into 2 null talismans to start this one off. Performing pretty well. On top of the network by quite a margin. His first blood is picked up by Debio on Whitemon. So he's got a rough little start to this game. Lost his courier, losing his life burst. They get the kill up towards top. That's going to push Tusk even further forward.
If they catch a glimpse of Crystal Maiden, a snowball plus a tag team with Puck, Crystal Maiden's just dead. Like, there is no counterplay. Boundless Strike is not going to keep them away from killing Crystal Maiden. It's just too much damage. Tag team is actually insane.
See it from like a fort roll, but now it's getting a lot of levels, a lot more gold. Could seem a little bit stronger. Ooh, Frostbite, Jingu pops off. Continue to go in on to play hard just yet, and that was an opportunity without the Beal being there. Is do they want to return the favor? Pull on that. still defended. Januel TP's over towards mid, giving an aphotic shield over to Yopaj for a second.
It's so hard to play Batrider into Batter, even into Tusk, into Io. There's so many saves this game. So Neon lineup is not that strong early on, but once they group up together, just a combination, like you have position 4 puck, Foil is still gonna, you know, do the same thing. Your other spells will not be maxed out, but that Prophet ulti will just munch at them.
Lasso used bottom, that's onto the Tusk. But Snowball, Abaddon coming over. Now they're gonna go on to Cuckoo. They've got the shards placed down. They're trying to TP away. Exorcism comes in and they'll focus their attention on the Carl. They both TP away.
It's that easy. The only stun they have right now is Tusk Snowball. Walrus Punch not online, Puck not level 6. So yeah, simple answers.
I'm surprised that they don't want to use that Exorcism pressure at bottom, but TP towards top. Jackie! Oh, the damage in! And, all right, I got my answer real quick. TPing top, using the Exorcism to get a kill on the Monkey
This is
King.
something you don't expect to have. They even have a lane ward, which is kind of scouting things out, but he was already close to the tower and not the best placed observer ward. In terms of like scouting things out, if it's on the hill, most of the time it just gets devoted. So this sentry is not gonna be good, but yeah, very interesting move from Yopaj, made it work.
Getting a kill there and continuing to extend the lead on top of the net worth. Like, that was a great move. I wasn't even expecting it myself. I'll leave the bottom.
I mean, if you couldn't
and
see it, then the other pro players also could not see it. Or you didn't see it with your mouse moving.
I wasn't expecting it. Maybe, you know, I saw it.
Okay, sorry, B-Cup. I did not mean to hurt your feelings or anything.
I just, you know, in my mind, I was thinking, why didn't they push bottom? Then he came top. I'm wondering if they thought the same, or wondering if he was just going to TP back mid, right?
We see more and more Lion from position 4, especially because like Spirits are so popular. They've been popular for quite some time. And this instant initiation against the puck as well, he's been very hard to play into without any kind of lockdown. So Lion on the rise lately, and the burst damage from Finger of Death. 600 damage level 1 is insane. You need to be very careful how you use it, because it's 160 second cooldown ability.
It's quite a long cooldown. You can secure kills here if you need it earlier on.
When you say secure the kills, you mean KS?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course, every time. They get those stacks somehow. Although I have seen a lot of Lions recently at least lead with the Finger.
Dire's bottom
The initial move.
is under attack.
Nova mid. Carl's gonna go for these stack, but not gonna be as easy, right?
I want to see the difference. Like, you need I think you need actually 10 stacks to farm. 7, keep counting. 8. Next.
Never rage quits.
10, and then you start.
Starts at 9, burns at 10. We'll start to get these stacks. So they do burn out at 10. That is a lot of
You can
stacks.
feel the difference. Barely killed them.
Meanwhile, stacks are being made in the opposite.
Snowball mid.
Snowball mid, but now they've got the lockdown on this Tusk. He's in a lot of trouble. And they've got the glyph. Do they have the damage with another frostbite? Tether won't matter. Playhard comes in and just kind of feeds away his life.
That was something. You know, you still need more time coming up from the snowball to use the Walrus Punch. Gave enough time for White One to actually use the Frostbite. I love the build of White One, getting that Frostbite maxed out. They saw the smoke. Pop the smoke on the mid lane. They will get him Finger.
And there's the Finger. They'll get the kill on Debil. He doesn't use that Finger to kill steal. Just secures the kill and gets himself a stack. So now 40.
Also, Natsumi has a large stack to work with.
He's got a large stack, but it is under the vision of the Dire. They just aren't coming.
It's very hard to invade. They just use the finger, they use the lasso, they don't have abilities. Dragonite, no form, so pretty much free stacks for Natsumi's Wisp. And you can see Januel already sitting at the entrance of the ramp, just in case something happens, be there to back him up.
Goes Boots of Travel. Bottle with that bounty room. Smoked up bottom. They should be able to find Cuckoo, but they have the damage to get the kill. Snowball comes in. Dragon Tail used, and now they've got the sounds from the Waning Rift. They'll follow that up with the Crypt Swarming. Secure that kill onto Cuckoo. Everyone bottom is gone. The question is, Yopaj want to use X bottom? Answer to that is immediately no, as he's TP towards mid. See if he uses Exorcism to take this town, or at least try to.
There's the Exo and smoke from Play Hard and the build. They're gonna wrap around, try to backstab. Like if they get a coil on two, these two people are just straight up dead.
Down locks up Whitemon. Proper side, and knowing that all these heroes are here for Neon, they're not even going to try and defend the tier 1 tower. They're just going to look on and watch it fall. Yopaj gets credit for a illusory orb, jaunts over. Whitemon, well, the snowball does not catch him, but now there's the freezing field. They've got the silence from the Waning Rift. Free Fire is out. Cuckoo goes into the Elder Dragon form. They're focusing their attention on the Play Hard, who gets hit by that lasso and killed off. Again, aggression biting Neon. They're not going to lose just one. They'll lose two. Both Play Hard and Debil end up falling.
A lot of spells misused there, like missed stun, missed a couple of spells from Neon as well. So yeah, in the end, they get the 2 kills, a bit overextending there, hesitating to use the coil or not. Maybe he was looking to get a secondary target inside the coil. Kind of backfires. Still very like close game. Monkey, we didn't talk about his item build. He's going for the Battle Fury. I personally am not a big fan of the Battle Fury. I'm just Maelstrom Ags or Ag EKB guy. Allows you to fight much earlier.
Relocate. For Whitemon. It's not enough, but one more right click from Natsumi to get the kill. What draws you from one over to the other? The Battle Fury to
Battle
the
Fury is
Maelstrom?
just slow. Once you farm the Battle Fury, you do not want to fight. You want to farm another item, possibly even one more. So you don't fight with the team, but if this is the timing they're looking into, they don't feel they need pressure, instead just 5. Because Neon's timing is, we get Aghanim Scepter on our IO, we get level 12 on that Prophet to have 16 Spirit Exorcism and just go. We go, we put the constant pressure on the map. We have a very mobile lineup, Boots of Travel. We can set things up with the relocate. Tusk still doesn't have like anything queued up. He's just going for these like small cheap items. Going Orb of Corrosion next. Has a Floppy Cat. I mean, it's really cold out there. He definitely needs it.
That is true. Get that fluffy hat out. I know the fluffy hat, from what I watched on the Slacks War video, that hat is from where Tusk is from. Couldn't tell you where that is. Top of my head. Oh, well, that's what I thought.
So you watched the video, but did not actually watch it?
No, I watched it. Just the intake into my brain is as good as it was in school, and I get about 40% of the information.
Okay. 40%'s a lot. Is it?
He's always
For you, it is.
Oh my god!
I mean, man, you set it up, but like you set it up perfectly. I just had to do it. So yeah, attack team 5-man strong inside the Roche pit. They take it so easily. Aegis on that Prophet. They didn't use the Exorcism.
Radiant's bottom tower is in
Monkey King going into BKB, realizes I will need to fight with my team, so BKB is the item to go for. Still looking like very scary lineup for me. One right now, just pretty much as the fight. I understand they're much weaker.
They don't want to fight just yet. But that's, again, back to what you were saying. You don't want to fight with the battle here. Now he wants to go BKB. Like, there's an Aegis in the hands of Neon. You've got almost level 12 on the Death Prophet. The IO's picked up the act. These are the items. These are the timings that Neon want to hit. Meanwhile, T1, they're waiting. They're waiting. They're waiting. They want more. The question is Neon going to give him that space? Sheev getting more.
Neon, they just smoked. Dragonite has a Blink Dagger, might be able to go for the initiation. It's hard, you know, playing into Iron Tether, Snowball, Aquatic Shield.
Spot Cuckoo. Coil comes in, snaps it, on the run, Snowball lands. They've got the Walrus Punch, Spirit Siphon, and everybody here from the side of Neon to get the kill on a Cuckoo.
This is one scary looking lineup. Once they get the ball rolling, this is it. Like level 12 Death Prophet, Exorcism, level 2. So it's time to go. It's time to force a fight, pop the Exorcism. If they don't defend, you get it down for free.
Trying to TP, but he was already getting targeted by Snowball. Sumi with another kill there for the side of Neon, now 6-4. Relocating back, but that's the Exorcist for the tier 2 mid. So they're just taking kills, taking objectives. Really well done from Neon.
Like looking at their lineup, it's a natural progression how things are gonna go, especially if they kill that Roshan, Snowball again inside the tier 3s.
In far for play hard, needs to be careful. Carl on an interesting spot here. Run with the Firefly will get away from the side of Neon, but the tier 2 does fall over mid. Exorcism will end in just a moment as these ghosts will start to come back to Yopaj.
I talked about how they're getting cheap items on Neon. Puck going straight into Spirit Vessel to be able to deal with the Dragonite and Monkey King.
They've got the catch on to Carl. Again, Jabil and Playhard just loading up together and getting a quick kill. Where is your team?
Even if they did not have Aegis, I still wouldn't feel that T1 is ready to take a fight on Neon. The items, like, they're starting to pile up. IO, Helm of the Dominator, Aghanim Scepter, Blink Dagger.
They've got the tether and the relocate. Whitemon's used that freezing field, but it doesn't accrue them anything. Jabil going after Cuckoo, Spirit Vessel on the Dragonite. Rotations coming over from the side of Neon. They're going to be back any second, ready to go. Hex used on Yopaj. Snowball comes in into Whitemon again. He's trying to TP out, but the Walrus Punch, not too many spirits and right clicks will get the kill. They've got the Euros onto the Lion. They'll catch themselves a second. Silence onto the Lion. Spirit Siphon there. And eventually Zephyr to fall.
T1, they can't make any aggressive moves because there's always a threat of relocate, the Death Prophet keeping in. It's like this mental game when you're playing into multiple saves. Let's say you're playing the OD with Astral, you're playing into Shadow Demon. You don't have the tools to deal with all the saves, so you don't even try to force a fight. And it's the same thing here. They even have like one extra save. You have a heal from a baton, you have a Aquatic Shield, relocate, tether, a lot of heal. Very, very hard heal to heal overall. Then you have Snowball from Tusk, Coil again.
Coil again used on to the Dragonite Spirit Vessel. That's on top of 3k2. For the Spirit Siphon and a Crypt Swarm, that's the finishing blow needed for Yopaj to get a kill on a Cuckoo. They're just continuing to move around the map and find these spots where T1 are trying to, well, stay safe. They're not.
Map is just getting smaller for T1. You have two heroes that love to be on the trees, love to split push. Monkey King, Bat Rider. It's still not happening. Your two supports are getting out farmed. Good thing for Lion. I like the build. I gotta say, Ether Lens, when you go for Lens, you don't get the talent, you get not more than 1 point in mana drain, because Hex really scales, you know, in terms of a cooldown. It goes down by 6 seconds, which is pretty big, and you have mana pool to work with, especially with Crystal Maiden's Aura on top of that.
So that Hex, 12-second cooldown, 4-second duration at level 4. You really want to work with. Tusk is holding on to 1,600 gold. I'm wondering...
Most likely Blink Dagger. the hero really shines with the blink. Much easier to save people. Then you can potentially get that Aghanim Scepter. It's kind of a meme.
Right.
I want to see it here.
Yeah,
Not
there's
sure
the
we
blink.
will, because Neon is just getting so much out of the map right now. They killed the Roche #1 pretty quickly. Exorcism once again back online. That Prophet, full BKB, level 15 talent, cast range. It's time to take some more towers.
See if that's exactly what they can go after as Whitemon gets caught again. Silence, but he's got that full win. Good use of the illusion rune there by Yopaj to keep up with Whitemon, who tried to keep him still with that frostbite. Do so. Illusion rune coming in handy. Jackie's got the BKB now. So let's see if you know, this BKB is the difference maker they need it to be. He's looking for a Scotty next.
This is a good pick up if they can get it.
And he's being caught. Who comes? Looking for the balance strike and the finger from Zephyr. They'll get themselves the second stack on the finger of death kills. Dream Coil used. That lands onto Zephyr. So they'll at least get one in return, but a big kill there onto the Death Prophet.
Nice setup from T1. They knew what's going to happen. Monkey King on the trees line, hiding in the trees, boots of travel from Batrider. Neon still get one kill in return, but it's all about stopping Neon's progression, because they are very strong right now. And if they can keep getting those pickoffs, it's going to be great.
We haven't really seen much more pressure after that tier 2 take from... Not sure if they're just waiting for Roche as the timer's getting a little bit low, and obvious extension. See how long that is. Play hard. Snowball, Walrus Punch with the Shark. Trying to get a kill here on a Whitemon. Goes into the freezing field. Will have that extra armor. Breathe Fire. Illusory Orb. Out from Debil to get the kill on a Whitemon. He is dead for the sixth time.
Kind of rough one for him. Can't blame him considering the heroes he's playing against. But Carl, he gets caught. We still didn't see the full power of this Wisp. Aghanim Scepter, Sanj for some extra self-HP regen and lifesteal, some status resistance, damage. Like, you don't necessarily need to upgrade Sanj, you just get Sanj and carry Io because you get so much from the item. And I see BKB and the heart queued up. This Wisp, he's gonna become unkillable. They don't have a Spirit Vessel carrier on the enemy side. Monkey King trying to
relocate, and they'll go right in on the Zephyr.
So Monkey's trying to get a Scotty, which is good against any kind of healing, against Net Prophet, Io, Abaddon. We still have not seen Wukong's 25 minutes in. He's been just silently farming.
Been a bit quiet from Jackie compared to the last game. Not what you were, not what we're expecting from him, considering the Phantom Assassin game that he had in the last one, where he was playing up in the Neon face and really looking to just devastate these heroes. But it goes back to what you said about the battle period. You're not ready to fight when you have that item. You still need one or two more. Scotty might be a point where he wants to fight, but it's still not that close.
Next Roche. Respawn, so Neon can try to force a fight. If T1 does not respond, it's free cheese and Aegis for them. They smoke, they know Roshan is up, so it seems like T1 wants to take one good fight. Like we have not seen a full fight from Neon, or from actually T1 this game. Dragonite pops the ulti.
And maybe looking towards going for a pick in a Roche.
Is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Anything over here in the triangle. Part picked up for this Wisp. He is super farm at the top. Coming over, Walrus Punch. Oh, caught. BKB's been popped. He's gonna try and run. They got the stun out onto the DK. They'll pop the Exorcism. The chase is on. Freezing field on the back lines of this fight. In an interesting spot that's not going to garner any kills. Bullwood try and run, picks up a bounty for his troubles. Whitemon might just be dead again. Right click's coming in from this tusk, but the tag team popped and Debil gets the kill on a Whitemon. Now the side of Neon Ring.
Exorcism with Arcane Rune, they're inside a pit. Free cheese Aegis. In terms of network, the game doesn't seem that heavily Neon favored, but one, they can't make any moves. Try to go for something, they can't get anything out of it.
It's really kind of crazy how close the game is in terms of net worth, but how far it feels.
It just doesn't feel like T1's doing anything. One good pickoff onto that Prophet when they were trying to group up. It was a good play. Other than that, T1 is just getting creeped.
Prophet sitting on top of the net worth. Really well. For Yopaj, who refills that bottle with a haste rune, has 30 seconds till Exorcism is up. Tusk going into the BKB.
Very disappointed. I mean, memes aside, BKB is a safer choice. You're playing into a lot of the stuns. Card, have a anti-tinker ward, just in case Monkey King is sitting on those trees.
You do scan, and that catches, of all people, Whitemon trying to walk through the triangle.
Why do we keep calling it anti-tinker ward? Tinker has not been picked or used in competitive scenes for a very, very long time. Like, petition to actually rename that ward into something else.
All in favor, right in chat? Aye. What would you call it, though? Just
Anti-split push ward, maybe?
Production saying the Cliff Teasy ward.
Sure, we can go with that.
Relocate. Coming in bottom, Whitemon, he's the one who's getting caught through the snowball, walrus punch, knockout. That uppercut really effective for play hard, just like Derek Lewis. Gonna knock out the other day with an uppercut.
They're ready to go. They're ready to go high ground. The Exorcism is available once again. Almost full length here on that Prophet. Like, this game might just end. They win a fight, this game's pretty much over.
Yeah, they're going to kill on a Zephyr. They've used the Exorcism. Glyph comes in, but once it's gone, and they have so much sustain just staying in front of the tower during the Glyph. They're going to go for the tier 3, and nobody here to defend it. You've got Monkey King, who's still sitting up towards top. He's got a TP available, but eventually needs to make that decision to TP, and he's still not going to make the move over. They get through the tier 3. Now the question is, can they get through Rest? Backdoor is up.
Bet try to cut the wave, so they just get a kill. It's the type of the game that T1 needs. They need to possibly prolong this game for another 10-15 minutes. The problem is Neon is getting so many items. This IO is getting out of control. Hard working towards the BKB. I believe that's also an extra item. So that's Kaya and Sanj. That Prophet full Lincoln Sphere. It's just very hard for them, you know, they're covering all their weaknesses. Blink initiation stun, blink lasso.
They're just not slowing down, and they're itemizing pretty perfectly, I would say. It's just been really... This is showing why Neon are at the top when they play games like. It may not be the most exciting Dota. It may not, like,
this is
be
exciting.
a bloodbath,
Like,
but
at least for me, it's exciting because they're not making mistakes.
yeah.
This is pretty much how you should execute the lineup that you have. You're not giving enemies any kind of opportunity to make a comeback. Age is still up and running for 55 seconds.
Have some time if they want to go again. You have Death Prophet pushing out towards top, so maybe through that lane. Grouped up. T1 spotted. Spirit's not Sumi. He's the one moving forward. Stun comes out. Do they want to turn this? He's doing quite a bit of damage on a Whitemon as well as Cuckoo. They've got the Hex used, and Whitemon trying to TP away. With BKB being used by Cuckoo, he'll TP too. So these heroes do escape on the side of T1. Creeps start to pressure mid and top. Extending the lead, putting the pressure on, shutting down these areas where T1 are able to farm.
T1 has mid pushed in. They have topped very close to the enemy tier 3 tower. So now it's time to go another arcane rune by Death Prophet. The best rune you can possibly pick up. Ghosts are level 3 right now. So it's going to be very easy to go through the melee barracks. Even possibly get another side or just force them to take a fight.
Essentially take a fight that they don't want to take out.
Pops the Lincolns, but
Causes
was
them
not
to lose.
close enough to actually meet that initiation with the lasso.
They want to make the jump. The Junko comes in. That's out on a White Mom with the Wukong's command getting used, but the BKB is there. They're going to relocate back. They'll disengage. Silence onto the DK. They want to fight again, but they don't want to fight into the Wukong's command. The lasso hitting on an Natsumi. There's the stun. They're using field. Do they have the damage? It doesn't look like it. Field, though, he ends up dead. Look at the kill in December. They look over at White Mom and Kuku, who are low on health. Well, trying to run. Photic shield. Borrowed time not available. 3 heroes dead. Play hard gone, too. So all of a sudden, 3 die on Neon for the price of a lion, and they want more. Wheels up into the air, Yopaj here with Natsumi. Balance strike comes in, the buyback used by the Abaddon. Swarm sending them back into the base.
They still want to take a fight.
Posturing.
Seems like if Abaddon fought back, there must be some communication we need to do. Stop Wukong's command is down, but we can see the power of T1's lineup once they're defending the high ground. Blink stuns inside the Wukong's command, lasso on top of that. It's a lot of damage. That Prophet will have another ulti ready in 10 seconds. She had a cane rune in the previous one, so they're ready to go.
Yeah, these ults are down for 2. It's a tough hold. Seconds on the Wukong's command. We'll see if they're ready to pressure now as the rest of the team will join them. They still have a tier 1 mid, so they're able to get back to this spot pretty quickly.
Wukong's back online. No lasso for 25. You can feel Neon. They're, being a bit more respectful towards their abilities.
So they'll go with the Exorcism. Silence on the 2. Holding their ground for the moment. Stun comes in, only lands on some of these creeps. They'll use the Exorcism, take the set of racks, and now migrate over towards top.
The Lion tried to go for a sneaky play, forced that Prophet inside his own team. Possibly push him out of the position. Yeah, Neon. Roche may respawn in 25 seconds. Bottom lane needs to be pushed out. This is what's being drawn on the minimap.
Yeah, they've got everything back up for T1, so they wanted to back off, noticing that that was what was able to win T1 that little skirmish in the high ground.
Monkey's super farm. Monkey, that's why probably he decides go for the Battle Fury. I want to be able to scale. You just get so much from that item. If it's much greedier, but it kind of cost them the early fights. Now he's level 22, BKB online, Basher has a Scotty working towards the Aghanim Scepter. Monkey's arena is just gonna hurt quite a lot.
Yeah.
Scanning for enemies.
So it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a longer Roche respawn. Fourth iteration through it for now.
Tusk still not committing for a BKB. He has that Ogre Axe. Could potentially transition into Aghanim Scepter, kick out the Monkey King out of Wukong's, because this is where their damage comes.
But, so is that kick viable once he hits 25, though, and gets that extra?
Depends where he's standing.
He's only level 17, too. I know Cuckoo. I'd love to see level 25 for a Tusk. Shards come in and won't lock up anybody. The rest of T1 retreat.
White Mon still probably gonna die, chasing with the spirits. T1 holding the high ground.
He's getting as much information as they can. White Mon sitting here low. He needs to be careful. Elder in form popped.
Cuckoo's not afraid to use the dragon form like straight away.
He wants to use it to control the area, but
if you're keeping ulti just for the fights, you're not playing the hero correctly. Even if you don't have it in the fights, it's still okay. You want to be able to farm up in between.
Okay.
also interesting fact, when we were playing the Dragon Knight the other day, you need to be level 18 to actually get all the benefits from the Aghanim Scepter. To have that big black dragon.
Yeah. Gonna get the black dragon.
Radiant's courier makes the ultimate sacrifice.
Goes down, in and out. Roche back up in just about 10 or 20. It's gonna be a fight at Roche once again. That maybe decides where this game goes. Both teams recognizing that pretty early on after the disengage from top.
Oh, there is Aghanim Scepter upgrade on Roshan, so let's see if they decide to possibly give it to Tusk. You know, that Prophet still looks like a better candidate, but one can only dream. First, they need to kill the Roshan.
That is true. K gets it if T1 were the ones who grab it.
Oh, if Monkey King could get it, that's pretty big. I think they scouted out that Aghanim Scepter is available on Roshan, so Monkey just changes his item build. Also,
look at this wrap from Neon. They're gonna go in on to Jackie. They've got silence as well as the War was punching at the BKB. Popped here by the Monkey King. There's the last of who's on a Deville. Wukong's command comes down. They're gonna get the kill to the
good snowball save.
The freezing field is used. But silence comes out with the Crystal Maiden. They get the kill to Whitemon. They look over as the Exorcism is running through these heroes on the side of T1. They're chasing after Jackie, who used an early BKB. They get the kill to Jackie. They'll look over at Cuckoo. The two-man stun comes out from this Zephyr Lion, and that saves the DK. But that doesn't save them from giving up Roche to Neon.
It was like so much damage coming out from the Death Prophet. Ios is actually insane. He gets on top of someone, and we can see that one again. Beautiful Wukong's command is like the extra armor keeps him alive during the Wukong, but once the Wukong's is done, Monkey King just doesn't feel as tanky at all. So let's see if he gets that Aghanim Scepter. They give it to that Prophet. It's better. I could only hope we're gonna see it on our boy Tusk. Didn't happen.
But I understand. We both knew that that was the prospect of where that axe was going to go. Timeless Relic picked up for the Death Prophet in the side of the Radiant. That's a good one to have.
They also have Aghanim Scepter on bot, so like you don't have the counterplay to that. The only counterplay is if you have like status resistance, so the coil lasts seconds. Other than that, you know you're gonna be kept in place, and that Prophet Ghost will just eat you alive. 15,000 gold lead for Neon. D1 had like one good high ground defense. That was pretty much it. Other than that, it was all Neon.
Yeah, they're gonna have to try and do it again, as Yopaj starting to push in bottom. Ghost is coming out and going after the tower. Been using Exorcism. Amazing ability of the Axe coming into play here for Yopaj. The high ground once again. You're gonna pop that Exorcism, try to make something happen. Jackie needs proper positioning to come in and through here, but they've got the lasso coming out for the Death Prophet. Natsume stays with him. They will relocate out. The bar tongue gets popped. They've got the Hex on Yopaj. Blows the balance strike, but he's outside the circle with BKB pop by Yopaj. They'll turn this one around. The snowball all the way through, going after Cuckoo. Trying to return to the DK. The Dream Core comes in with both the Monkey King as well as this Crystal Maiden. They've got the Walrus Punch on a Jackie. They will go for the Crystal Maiden as well. They took out Jackie. They took out Cuckoo, and now they'll find themselves Whitemon with the Spirits, or will they just get over to the side? The Dust is after he dies as Yopaj gets the kill. The buyback is used by the Monkey King as Whitemon, so Jackie trying to still fight with it. Look at the deal. No buyback available on the puck. Carl starting to run as he pops the BKB for the damage being done on Jackie. So much killing. He's not really getting away with much. Tumiak in trouble, ends up dying to go in the first fight. They take out Jackie, who's got for the time for 113 seconds. They look over Whitemon, who gets blocked by the shards. With Play Hard low, still can't get the kill. Right now,
Play Hard tier 4. He almost died with the Firefly. He went inside the fire, almost melts inside, and now it's just gonna be how many buybacks was that? It was like 3 buybacks coming up from
T1.
T1. Neon. Yeah, you're correct. So Wisp has cheese again, 4,000 HP. Not sure if they can get through his second life. Just too much damage. Then Prophet with the Agony Clipper has some tower damage.
That's silence onto a couple with PPP Papa Cuckoo. They go after play hard. They get the kill to the toss. He buys back immediately. It's that Tome of Knowledge trying to get that level 25. Start hitting off Mike Tyson. Bigger fours. And Ocarina Core picked up for Carl. Just haven't felt his presence. Good stun from Zephyr. Monkey King still dead for 47 seconds. The Walrus Punch comes down on the Whitemon. He is obliterated off the map. And now they've got the Dream Core down onto the Bat Rider who snaps it. And that's good gag. So he's stunned even though he's got the BKB. GG is called. T1 drop game 2. And even the series with complete and utter domination of this second game.
Yeah, great performance by Neon. They understand their timing. They know how to strengthen their lineup.
Withstand no more.
I send you home. Justice served.
The enemy's middle tower can withstand no more.
I send you home. Justice serves.
It's turn to ban. It is Radiant's ban. Dire's turn to pick. Radiant's turn to pick.
Puck.
Dire must choose. Radiant must choose.
Warlord.
It is Dire's ban. Radiant's turn to ban. Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds. Dire's turn to ban. It is
Should have seen
Radiant's
that
ban.
one coming.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds remain. It is Dire's ban. Radiant's turn to ban. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Radiant must choose. Dire's turn to pick.
Praise King.
Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds remain. Radiant's turn to pick.
League's assassin.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Dire must
Disruptor!
Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds remain. Dire's turn to battle.
Legion Commander.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds remain. It is Radiant's ban. Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds. It is Dire's ban. Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds remain. It is Radiant's ban. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Dire's turn to pick. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Radiant's turn to pick.
Earth Spirit.
Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds remain.
Dragon Knight.
Choose your hero.
I was listening to some music, and John Mayer was on my Spotify. He played the song Neon, and I'm going with Neon. Obviously, Earth Spirit, it's just so good. You guys are
He
going in
was
for a
so
treat.
happy.
I was.
So
Time for preparation is short.
that's why I also
The
got
next label, please.
Next level, please.
they have so much team fight.
Eh, 队友呢？队友嘞？哎，队友呢？队友呢？队友
Neon's
呢
lineup very weak, hard to execute.
Not meant to be. You might wish to retract your last move.
Thank you, Nomad. Game number 3. It is one apiece, obviously, with big stakes up here in this game. I'm gonna ask production. You guys are all doubting the Yopaj mid. Just prediction king.
30 seconds and counting.
Yeah, you can repeat that. Go ahead. Like our production is just a bunch of funny people, but you can say it, B.
I've been told if Neon wins, I have to be here at 6 a.m.
On Saturday.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the tiebreaker.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm still on Neon. My prediction king, I'm okay with that.
Radiant
Because you know, if
versus
Neon wins
Dire.
at 3 for the 3rd place, it's gonna be fun. A lot of
Potential
best
Dota.
of ones, possibly endless.
Everybody loves endless Dota. What you guys are so afraid of? Dota that never ends. It's like when you used to go on a trip and you're on the bus. Everybody would sing, "This is the song that never ends," because it never ends, and it's amazing.
And it just keeps going.
Yeah.
This is the song that never ends.
I don't remember anything.
Oh, I thought it was just keep repeating it.
No, there's a little bit more than that. I just remember.
Like 10-hour loop on YouTube.
Yeah. You can probably find it.
Can't wait to listen to it. Just kidding. A quick pause. Carl pauses the game, but yeah, let's talk about some of the matchups. There is Dragon Knight on the top lane, paired up with Assassin and Troll. They should struggle first couple of levels, but once Dragon Knight gets to level 3, then there isn't too much harassment because the Dragon Blood Assassin really not is strong laner. Shines at levels as well. But remember, he doesn't have break mechanic on that level. Great against Dragon Knight. Got nerfed. He's ulti also. Level. Kind of a big deal as well. Much, but make a move like right here, right now. It's a cooldown. Man, I wish I was playing that.
Yeah, next Assassin. It's he's good for a couple weeks, and all of a sudden he has to get nerfed pretty hard. He's still getting picked, but that is a hefty nerf for him. Just not right. Taking a look over mid, 7-0 to 6-0. So Yopaj keeping up. I used to see him play this, and it was always exciting. Get that extra damage. I think back then it was more damage on the talent. You'd go like Crystallis first. It was pretty exciting to watch.
Oh, back when Crystallis was the most OP item in Dota, being built on mid spirit. Big crit, a lot of damage, pressure on the Dragon Knight on top, but as I said, like, still feel how much they can put damage onto him. 1 point in Dragon Blood, 3-year armor, 4 extra HP. It's kind of tough. He's also brings Tracer and Soul Ring, so he's gonna be very, very tough to bring. I was thinking about counter control in the lane. Dragon Knight 1. There's Timbersaw, who puts a lot of pressure on the Troll. Other than that, Troll pretty much safe lane free farm. Bottom lane, try the courier. Bill will probably get it one more hit. There it is.
Oh. Jackie, see, he's already looking for the phase 1 as well as the Radiance.
No shenanigans, know what he's going for. I love that. Also, I love 1 point in Mortal Strike. You have crit, guaranteed crit. Why not kill off that crit? So you can trade much better in the lane. It's a big fan of it. Because I've seen people put Fire Blast sometimes, with Spirit Spirit, and then you don't even have it.
Guaranteed crit. You can see Yopaj starting to fall behind over mid, 19-6 to the 13-0. So obviously the matchup not exactly.
You get the levels. Massive. It's still very hard. You're playing with the Prophet. She just really loves heroes. Percentage base damage. Powerful. He rolls in. Fails.
Failing for now. We'll see if he can turn around the lane. But it's going to be a struggle. Like, he's starting to get almost close to doubled in CS. That's pretty rough for him. Great for Carl. That's for sure.
He even uses the glyph on a mid lane to go to not steal some creeps from Yopaj. Now we'll get the deny on both of the range creeps. Pretty big.
Pressured. Beal goes for this. Jaunts on him, looking for White on. Phase shift for a second fairy. Fired that strike to Beal. Already used that phase shift, so he's just giving up a kill here to White, who had a rough game last game, but starting this one off with first blood.
I already praised him in game number 1. His disruptor has been on point. The early game, his itemization, won them the game. Interceptor played hard. The trouble has pressed the attack.
Yeah, but he can't get through this kinetic field, and that could be the killing blow for him since he came through the Thunder Strike. Whitemon both kills for T1 so far. 1K lead already for T1.
Pac was trying to make a move on a mid lane, help out Earth Spirit to come back into the game. Prophet's already level 6, so it's kind of hard. She has Magic Wand, Fairy Fire to work with.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Really going. I'm not really certain exactly what the answer is here for Neon so far. Their lanes aren't exactly going really well. I will say though, Legion Commander and Troll, they're getting some decency. They're at least farming all right, but you look over to the net worth and you can see how far. 1,700 net worth at this point in the game. 700 gold behind the Death Prophet. Wraith King having an open time. He put harassment on play hard, opens up the lane. He's fine with that.
Yopaj gets the invis, but nice block.
Yeah, roll hits onto the Death Prophet, then he's glimpsed back. Yopaj ends up dead to Whitelon, who's got his 3rd kill on the game. Exorcism was used. They might just try to use this to take out the tier 1 mid, or at least put a lot of damage on. It's going to be very tough for Neon to defend it.
T1's having a really good read what rotation Neon is going to, they know, like, but possibly a rune. They rotate 1 or 2 heroes to make pressure on the Death Prophet. Very nice read. This actually gave them
they're fighting
1 kill.
into it. There's good
Also from Earth Good.
With Carl, well, getting away from Yopaj as he's stuck in the kinetic field. The Exorcism, it's over. They reapply the Magnetize. They'll look for the roll, and that will land. Should be able to get this kill on the Carl, and will. Yopaj gets some revenge, and finally a little bit of a boost.
The Dragonite's free farming top. Have Wraith King farming the jungle and the lane at the same time. You got the Death Prophet, you lost the tower, so pretty big L for Neon there.
Just what I've been
It's
waiting
silver linings at that point, right?
Kuko's having a good time, that's better. They lack initiation department. They want to have a Blink Dagger as soon as possible to be start a fight on their own turn. Dragonite just level 6, so Troll doesn't feel that comfortable playing into this lane. A lot of tower damage coming. Dragonite, Skellies, Exorcism.
Now for T1. Towards the
bottom tower is under
for
attack.
the sword. Going into his Radiance while Natsumi's going into the battle period.
I wouldn't mind seeing end of minus on rating this time around because he's having a really good time. That's worth it. It's just gonna help you out getting the levels. He's talents are
Not meant to be.
good. It helps you out get the level. Talent level 18, much faster. Look at that 47 ulti.
You're really trying to work with that 40-second cooldown. Is this a game where maybe we see Troll, when we switch off the Battle Fury going into the Maelstrom, do we see any sort of mana burn from him? Is he going thinking about
mana
Diffuser, or
burn
is it just for Nyx Assassin?
They have
like,
Nyx Assassin. Eventually, you buy a shard on Wraith King, so either.
Okay.
It's too much investment. It doesn't help you with clearing the way. So Maelstrom is a big fan of it. Got buffed 2 patches before. Feels much better on certain.
Got Yopaj up towards top. Well, they're going to spot Cuckoo. And they've got the kick, but Exorcism coming in from Carl. They're going to try and rotate in. They've got the dual use. They should be able to get the kill on the Dragon Knight. They'll get Cuckoo, lose Jean-Noel. Carl gets credit for that. They're chasing while he's using Exorcism. The Magnetize is on, but how far do you want to chase into this? They have some rotations coming in. Boulder's Man hits on a Whitelon. That slows down this Disruptor, but it's not going to stop him from getting the close off on a play hard. He uses to press the attack and the overwhelming odds, but not enough to survive. They will get themselves a second. It ends up being a 2-for-1 trade in the favor of T1.
T1 is just all over the place. Trades are not Neon, Exorcist still running. Dragonite available. He pops it straight away. He does not want them to get any kind of farm. He shows on the lane in dragon form, attacks him once, and then gone from the lane.
$2,000.
Jack is gonna be the king.
What have we?
It definitely seems like it. He's top the net worth.
Tempest of battle.
And that's always a good sign when you're looking for that big build on the Radiance, right? Not been disrupted. You've really been able to secure your farm. Like, it's just going to allow you to get the Radiance even quicker. Royal Jelly now for Neon. Arcane Ring. You've got Tome of Knowledge for the Nyx Assassin. Should give him level 6. We'll see how they work with that.
Dire should look to their top tower.
Just ahead of the Nyx word. Heal. Tier 1 up towards top, so now both the Tier 1's top and mid are gone. It's going to open up the jungle and closing down where the map is for Troll.
It's almost full HP. There's Cuckoo already there, ready to defend. Breathe of Fire, level 4.
Top, though. Could be a fight 3v2.
This spell is called Breath. 4 nodes. Fire.
Used onto Carl. They've got the stun coming in, as well as that Vendetta shot, and that's the kick outside of the Dream Coil, but they can't get the kill on Carl. The Spirit Sacred keep him alive. They've got the Static Storm as well as the Thunder Strike on Jean-Noel. They should be able to get the kill on the third strike on that. They'll reapply the Magnetize. They'll go after Whitemon. It's the roll on to Carl. They get Whitemon. They should get Carl. Magnetize reapplied once again with the Geomagnetic Grip that silences up Carl for a second. So low and finally takes out as the Waning Rift comes in from Deville.
Good kill. They managed to kill Net Prophet twice already, slowing her down a bit. I wouldn't mind casual cloak on a Net Prophet this. There's a lot of early magical damage coming up from the Earth Spirit. That's mid-Earth. It's going good. There is uncontrollable damage, if you want to call it that way. Dead Prophet Exorcist, Radiant. From the Radiant, once you get that up, fiery spirits like Sunray.
You know, if you get caught in that. See, Troll. Meanwhile,
that's Maelstrom
that
down.
Maelstrom, right? Yeah. Javelin and a Clarity. So he's got the Maelstrom. He's sitting about a level behind this Wraith King. Cuckoo goes into the Elder Dragon for the gun. The Spike Carver's out. Stun of Cuckoo for a second for the Dragon Tail. Goes to the Sunray. That's right on Jean-Noel. Gets kicked by Yopaj into a safer area, but they've got the glimpse out to play hard once again. So they're looking to lock down this Legion. Ooh, 3-man
good roll.
And the roll with the Magnetize. There's the duel. What a turnaround. Static Storm is out, but it's not going to be there with the Kinetic Shield, so they're not locked in it. But Jackie comes over. The Spike Carapace popped again. That's going to set up the Dragon Knight a second time. The Wraith Fire Blast thrown over to Jean-Noel. Cuckoo and Jackie have to retreat, but you've got long reach here for Neon. They just won't use it yet. That was 3-man stun from the Ninja, followed up by the roll.
Then roll onto 2 people. Slow. Let's be that one again.
Whoop. 1, 2, 3. And the roll comes in. Magnetized Geomagnetic Grip. That slows down the Static Storm from coming in. Really well done.
Good execution. You could see Raid King rotating there, even though he does not have a common. Feels he needed like to contribute something. Radiance up. Prophet hits like 12. Ghosts go from 8.
You fought and
A
died,
lot of
fought
damage,
and
a lot of
died.
overtime damage. That Neon's struggle. I feel Neon
Double damage.
first initiative. Making the moves, possibly. Or you could feel in the assassin using that on a dragon. Break mechanic is not there anymore. Huge nerf to this.
Feel even more confident if they were able to grab that break with Vendetta. And our Blade Mail now for the Legion. Blade Mail going to be finished for the Earth Spirit.
I was talking about the casual cloak, Dragonite.
Another 3-man stun.
Jean-Noel, it's like he's playing a title.
I know he does talk about his hate for Kunka. They're on the high ground, T1. They'll spot that 2. They've got the Static Storm as well as the Sunray right on top of it. Tries to attack, trying to keep him alive, but it's not looking likely. He burns out. They're fighting into the exorcism. Play hard. Steps up out of the high ground. Yopaj rolls on the high ground. And now they've got the Supernova right on top of him. They've stun him up with a Dragon Tail. Two die. Whitelock falls to Genuel. Question is, can he retreat in time? They've got the rules. Hickory's dive and silence on him. That's not likely. 4 heroes dead on Neon, taking a very ill-advised fight.
Great move from T1. They went to high ground first. Rune is spawning. They were ready with the Static Storm. We will see that one again. And the Legion Commander, like, press the attack is not enough. And then they just some extra damage. Nicely done by T1. Radiant's done on Raid King. Blink Aghanim. Blink and the Aghanim Shard. Queued up after that. Does not. Any kind of mana burn. Better safe. Safe than sorry.
Will use bottom. That's onto the Phoenix. Trying to catch him within the trees. They've got the duel. Should have dual damage. They will.
We've seen this before, like the build. I talked a lot about the itemization, the correct one, going straight into deep. I love that. Playing Infinite Assassin, so whenever you use Sunray, Nyx will just stop you from will help you with that.
T1. They do finally take that tier 1 tower bottom. Jackie, like you said, working with Radiance, going to Blink Shard. Ball, Natsumi going BKB Basher.
Radiant's bottom tower.
BKB is must-have. If you Maelstrom, you still want to be able with the team. Basher, even possibly like a full Abyssal Blade. But what they need to do is just first Death Prophet. No real save. There's Ray. They still have enough. First the Death Prophet. Straight away, they'll have a duel. Close. Dealing with. I want to see how much they can do with those two Blade Mills. The Blade Mill doesn't make you get. That's it. If you misuse it, it's a very tricky. A lot of investment. You misuse it.
It doesn't really make for all once it's already used. Smoke out from Neon. Smoke's gonna break. Both teams are using smoke. They got the Dream Coil out on to the Death Prophet for the Spike Carapace, but that doesn't stop the Sunray. Supernova, Static Storm coming in, all on top of these heroes on the side of Neon. They just killing that play hard. Again, just not having a fun time in this game. Supernova goes off. They'll try to retreat on Neon, only losing the Legion Commander thus far. Natsumi with the TP out. Manuel. TP as Unky. Ooh, glimpse on the roll. Yopaj caught. I'm sure he has a way out of this one. Sunray on top. Yeah, Carl now dominating 7K lead to the side of T1.
There's also executions available straight into Roche Pit. T1, they're in full control of this game. Bill on top. Checking what's happening inside the pit. Whiteman already respawned. One glimpse and the puck is dead.
We're gonna make a move to even try and swipe the Sages. They're just gonna let it go. He said he's going to the BKB and he's only gold. Oh.
Not sure why they decided to give. Still feels killable. 2 lives. Would prefer if they profit instead. And now this Tricore of T1. Super tank. Profit getting. United top laner. Good front. White with possible.
Over. Commander caught again. Play hard. Going down. They've got the Static Storm and this is really bad for Yopaj. Kick, roll away. There's a lot of damage being done here to the Radiant side on the support. But we can't follow this up and for Neon.
Another good pick-off. You can see that this play. More tank, Disruptor, lost. Not, he doesn't care too much about
the smoke. Combo. Elder Dragon formed his pot. They've got the start to Cuckoo. The damage is there pretty quickly. The Supernova gets used. Do they have the ability to kill this? They might. The right click start coming in. The silences are out, but it's not enough to stop them from blowing up the egg. They get the kill on a 2, and they all look for the rest. Whitemon on the run. Creep Swarm there, but the roll out from Yopaj. The Thunder Strike Jack is in. That comes out as the Fire Blast is thrown at the direction of this Earth Spirit. Yopaj silent, can't roll away, and he's just right-clicked down by Jackie.
Troll will pop his beat.
Oh, no, for more. He out. Genuel, Spike Carapace,
another glimpse
stun.
already. Taking catch, late Arbox leads. Go for the safety of this. I love how T1 is taking the fight, even though they're outnumbered. They lost to 2 heroes. No chase.
They want this Legion Commander who has stayed a little bit too close. Right clicks coming in. There's another Ray Fire Blast for you and a Crypt Swarm. Mega kill streak here for the Death Prophet. 6, 2, and 7. Play hard dead for these.
Rock 1-4. He didn't farm any gold for the last 5 minutes. Still 700 away from a Blink Dagger. Trade King has that ages. Care about them. Going for a shard. Up ages.
Right. So you know you have that extra one. Lion. You're mad. Someone over 5. You're 5. Get anything going, but while Natsumi's top taking the tier 1 of his own, they're going to clip the tier 2. Does Natsumi TP back? No, he's not going to be able to do so. Cuckoo's TP over here while bottom. Ooh, they've got themselves the Static Storm. That's out onto this Wraith King. They get the Aegis out of his hands. Now they got to look to kill him again. No man again.
He will get another 3 grenades. They can damage.
Yeah, they got it.
Team is just, you know, you're in a tough spot.
That's big.
When we talk about Radiance against Assassin, this is why it makes sense. Trying to TP out, Carapace, set things up perfectly. Good. Very nicely done by Januel, just being there, possibly backstabbing. They have, or they played so. Vision of the done.
Yeah, really nicely done. This is giving an opportunity to Natsumi to really recover. He's only 1,000 gold now behind this Wraith King. The rest of the team does need to recover. You've got Playhard, who's very far behind this DK, and then of course you just look at the difference between Yopaj and Carl, and it's a lot. But Yopaj, we'll see how effective he can be. You can definitely feel when he's able to get some spells off here. There's a lot going on, and Neon kind of come out looking all right. He's going into the BKB after this Blade Mail, so he's still 1,100 gold away from that.
They have ways to deal that profit. They're probably Fuel Scepter. It's good against Dragon Knight on top of that, but Dragon close to his BKB. Januel just
here with him to make anything happen. At least not for the moment, but they are rotating it. Should be ready to go on this. Play hard. Look at the Blink Dagger. Blade Mail pop going after the DK, but there's Whitemon with the Static Storm. I think they still have the damage. They do just in time. Exorcism gets popped. They've got the silence onto the Legion Commander. Fuels up into the air. The damage coming out onto the Nyx Assassin. They'll get the Kona Januel. They'll look over at Play hard. He's still running with this Exorcism. Press the attack. Overwhelming on. It's not going to be enough to get him out of the hands of this Death Prophet. They do get dual damage now at 70. It's a decent amount of dual damage.
it is, but every single time, pretty much, duel, he dies after.
Yeah.
His item progression, really not there. This is more 17 items on your lead defender.
Kate Bean. BKBs will be coming out in droves. The Neon side. He's still queued up for the Wraith King. He's got that Sanj. I can get, yeah, there. Sanjay. We'll see if he goes Shard first or BKB. Not sure.
You need to get a Shard.
Yeah.
Mana burn right now. Such a good scale.
I'm gladly
Surprised that he. You get 1 mana burn off Dragonite, mana pull.
Dive's top tower is under attack.
King only working with 711 mana. They have smoked up. He's turned off the Radiance. He doesn't want to get caught by another Spike Carapace. As Vendetta does end, there's 25 seconds until he's got that available once again. Play Hard is towards top. Blink the look. Spotted, and Play Hard just TP his way out.
Hard. 队友呢？队友嘞？队友呢？队友呢？
Still a long time until he gets that. The Bill is getting a lot of farm on the boarding. He's split pushing, causing a lot of issues. He wants to kill the out pushing the doesn't even have a blink.
Setting up Nixus and looking for this one more time. They've also bottled up a double damage on. They want to come in. They want to make something happen potentially. 2-2 tower. They go for the outpost. The duel is used. These heroes are going to come over very quickly. I don't know if Playhard wants to go for this. The Static Storm comes in with the Yopaj roll. Magnetized down. Silence out onto the Wraith King. But Yopaj gets the roll off. They get the kill on the White Man. They're going to lose Zephyr. There's 2 heroes down on the side of T1. They're going to buy back on the Phoenix. They'll look over at Cuckoo, who's hit with Magnetized. The Dream Coil comes out of the Bolt. They'll roll in once again. BKB's going to pop out Cuckoo. Natsuki coming in. Is he going to pop that double damage? He does. But now he's got to run over. He's getting burned out really hard by this Sunray. Goes into the trees. They've got the vision on the high ground. Thanks to that Clip Ward. But now Natsuki pops the BKB. They've got the Exorcism. The damage! Exorcism was used. Shadow Trance. That's it coming through. Carl trying to get the kill with Sunray on both these heroes. Hero punches the Martin Januela. This ball who try to fight against the world and can't win.
Oh man, that was such a clutch play. I love what Neon did. They were hiding in the trees. They have high ground vision. Once Ward almost managed to blow up Dead Prophet. Very close. Could have been a different fight between both of the heroes. With Liv there. Sunray, grid side. Alive now, Jim. Here the trees.
Carl pops the Yules and then Troll forced over to the Wraith King. That just ends up being unfortunate for Neon.
Good buyback from Zephyr. Got initiated on, blew up the fleet, didn't use abilities, didn't use a outpost.
This is definitely showing that Neon have a chance. Like, even though they're down by so much, you can see the damage output they have.
What they need to do is blow up Phoenix, blow up that Prophet. Close that was.
Yeah.
Possibly duel that Prophet. Keep her in place so she can. Yule Scepter. Now it's gonna be in Charger.
One side
Best. They actually don't rocket.
Oh, look at who's positioning. That's perfect. Debio just walking forward. Phase shift. Silence misses. Blink back from Cuckoo, but Jackie. Oh, he plays towards the Green Wave. They've got the glimpse as well as the Static Storm, but there's the phase shift to avoid being pulled. Debio. Nicely done. Carapace was used on a 3-second cooldown. They're trying to go for Roach. Jackie setting up with Carl in an interesting spot. They're going to blink into the Roach pit against Spike Carapace, but I don't think hit Radiance.
Jackie would love to have
Fire.
Correct.
They shift again. Positioning. They're going to roll in. They've got the Dream Coil. They're going to kick Cuckoo out of the Dream Coil. They've got the damage onto the Dragon Knight. They're getting the kill. That's 54 seconds without buyback. They're going to get the kill on the Play Hard. They look over with BKB. They pop back down. Looking over. He was up into the air, but the roll comes down from Yopaj. Sunray burning down. Silence onto the Troll. And they will get the kill. They can't get the first life out of the hands of this Wraith King, like you said. And Debut will fall. Roche is theirs.
Oh god, I love when this happens. Wraith King is just very close. close to dying. Smacks him. There's a critical strike, 4-second cooldown, then smacks another guy. He also has a cloak of flame that's more overtime damage on top of the radiance.
This looks so good. The setup there, getting an immediate kill on a Cuckoo. They come over, but they're fighting into the Supernova. That's going to go off. While Troll is Yule's up into the air. They've got the stun. Oh, God, just staying alive.
It wouldn't matter. Still had the ulti. Doesn't matter. His ulti would still be up at this point. Damage on the Wraith King. I believe that's also use Thunder Strike on your.
Picked up by Debil. This is a pretty big one. It's yelling happening outside. Making a lot of
Gosh, you know that he loves him.
To a baddie.
Casters should not be biased, but black's black. Can't.
AC being built for the Wraith King, who now has that BKB. Of course, Debil has the Ag, however, he's dead, so. Axe is not effective
Can't
when you're
use
dead.
Aghanims unless you're Vengeance Spirit, then you can. You want to die with that hero. It's actually such a stupid con. Oh, they have glimpse.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's close. But it keeps this tier 2 alive for a little bit longer. Spirit going 3. Abyssal picked up. That could have been a difference maker. If they had that before the last fight, it would have been enough. But now you're fighting into 3 lives. Although I say that, Wraith King still doesn't have the shot.
Has that ages back. Second life. Third life.
Exorcism used. They're going to go out of the high ground here. Smoke behind them. Wing Gate, Dragon Tail, Spike Arrows. They've got the stun to go through Sun Rain. Tier 3 tower. Pop the Lincolns. Blast coming in. Car moving forward. They've got the moves on a full hard, but now the Invisible is going to be used out onto the Prophet. That's in the static storm. They've got the battle trance off, but it can't be Supernova once again. It's going to be bad fight for Neon to continue to fight into it. And Sylvie, he's in trouble. Supernova goes off. That hits on the Yokai. He rolls into the wrong time. Sumi's dead. That killing run out. Sumi's dead for 75 seconds. They're trying to get the kill on the Wraith King, but they lose Yopaj as well. They don't have buyback on either of those heroes. They fall back on Play Hard. Jackie still holding on to every single life in his hands.
This might be it. This might be the win for T1 because there is not enough damage.
Oh, in the air. He ends up dead.
But still, rest of the team very healthy. No agent on the Wraith King. That Prophet also used the cheese. Holy Locket on Phoenix. That's a lot of healing.
By the way, Puck's fighting right on. Oh, can he kill him? Spirit Vessel, Waning Rift. That was interesting.
That was close. That was very close. But they're going to lose the mid barrel. Probably. There is still a glyph available.
Still some hope. They have pushed them off the high ground.
Okay. Glyph.
Up in 12. Yopaj up in 3. He's going to try and get 20. Talent. Troll, meanwhile, looking for the Satanic. Every time he's used that battle trance, it seems like it's into a Supernova.
It's very hard to deal with that right now. You can't just go with Troll. You need good attack speed. Well, you...
Yeah. Ooh, Psychic Head.
That's a good one. You can break the coil.
Bio hold that, or does Yopaj
You give
want
it
that?
to the Bill.
It is an Axe Coil. So, you know, you push him out, BKB or not. Stunned. Getting locked down.
DNC, boom, watch closely, because hot on the line. If T1 wins, not gonna like that.
They're putting their hands up, trying to give the energy over to Neon, who look like they're on the cusp of being up against Mega Creeps. This is really tough for them.
Middle barracks has fallen.
Just have one set of racks left, and Exorcism is still going. Want to make a move in. They're actually on the back lines, open for the move of the satchel coming through, but the giving is going to the Phoenix. He's out the damage. Way hard. He's blown up. Supernova goes off. Yohai's already in. Franklin, he's going to die. They're going to go to play hard as well as Yohai. One leg is bumps them through. They buy back. The battle trance is Yule's. Yule's up in the air. Halberd. Yeah, he's just no chance. And GG is called. Neon will drop the game. T1 take the series. And with that, a lot of hopes on other teams are gone. A very, very well played game through for T1 to give them the victory on the series.
Yeah, great execution. One, great lineup overall. Like net profit right now.
So strong.
Here.
The enemy's middle tower can withstand no more.